Amongst the NRL boxing world, there are common names that come up, including Paul Gallen, Sonny Bill Williams and John Ho'opoate, who took their rugby league prowess into the boxing ring. Although there are some NRL stars and current players that you may not know have stepped into the ring, I've picked 5 to speak about today, and if you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments down below, and I will do them as there are so many more players. Without further ado, enjoy. At the end of 2016, 2 Super League halfbacks and previous NRL players, Chris Sando and Todd Carney, faced off in an unexpected charity boxing bout. Sando had just announced he would be walking out on his contract with the Wolves, while Carney was in between stints at the Dragons and Red Devils. With both back in Australia at the time, they agreed to face off on the undercard of Paul Gallen following a war of words that led to Sando calling out Carney. Carney duly accepted, and despite having the height and reach advantage on Sando, he went in as the underdog, against his more experienced opponent. All this led to a very close contest, with all proceeds from the fight donated to local charities. In the end, scores were even, meaning, as you could say, it was a disappointing end in a majority draw. Take a look at some of the highlights of the fight now.
Look at the ref. Touch gloves and let's get it told to touch gloves. They do so briefly. Sando goes to.
So he's trying to make his opponent miss, and when Todd Carney misses, he comes
into the second minute of this first round, and then he just explodes again. It is a massive advantage.
His corner is to jab and move, but because he's not experienced,
and Sando throws the right hands. Carney seems to be pretty keen.
It's very hard to face a man like Sando who.
29-29, majority draw.
In November of 2013, Blake Ferguson made a, you could say, unspectacular boxing debut on the Anthony Mardine Shade Mosley card. Outside a flurry of punches towards the end of round 1, the rugby league bad boy was clearly outpointed by another rookie, Goulburn excavator Luke Kelly. Ferguson looked reluctant to throw punches, spending the majority of the fight on the back foot against a willing opponent. Still, he had no complaints in the dressing room afterwards. "It was an awesome experience," Ferguson said, spitting out blood from a mouth cut. "Think of where I've come in a couple of months. It's disappointing to lose, but boxing has changed my life. I want to get back into the ring with that guy. I'll get him in a rematch. No more parties. I'm in good shape now. I'm just looking ahead." Kelly won the fight in a unanimous decision, winning all but the first round. "All credit to Blake. He was a lot tougher than I thought he'd be," Kelly said. Despite all the dramas Ferguson was experiencing at the time, the majority of the crowd was cheering for him. After the fight was over, Ferguson would then have to weigh up his rugby league opportunities. The Rabbitohs, Sharks and Warriors were all keen, but he had a court case in the following couple of weeks as well as the NRL Integrity Unit to deal with. "The main thing is now I have direction in my life," he said. "I'm glad I had a crack at it." It was a controversial start to the night, with Craig Gower given a points decision over Matt Bowen. The 2 NRL greats went head to head, with Bowen appearing to get the better and cleaner of the punches. But in the end, the judges handed the split decision to the Panthers great. Paul Kent wasn't having it though, saying Matt Bowen was the superior fighter in there. He was baffled by the judging once again and said you couldn't give Bower points for being aggressive, but that Bowen was the better fighter. "I'm not going to say anything about the judging tonight, but I don't know what they're looking at," he said. Matt Bowen was the better boxer in here tonight. The fight was won by Matty Bowen. With this being said, it was a great fight raising money to charity and giving these NRL greats something to strive for. That's it for this video. I know it's a shorter one, but if you enjoyed, leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you want to see a part 2, there's plenty more players that have done boxing from the NRL, so let me know in the comments down below, and see you in the next one, and goodbye.